Welcome back, Focus Learners. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through today's explainer. If you've been searching for a highly structured, clear-cut guide on expanding your media center's capabilities, well, you're exactly in the right place. Today, we are outlining the step-by-step standard operating procedure for deploying the Dynasty Kodi Addon. We're going to cover the whole shebang, from the technical specs all the way down to real user feedback. Okay, let's dive into this. On screen, you'll see our 6-phase itinerary for today. We're going to start with a quick system overview, move into the prerequisites, and then tackle the actual installation in 3 phases: source, repository, and add-on deployment. Finally, we'll wrap up with some quality assurance and feedback. All right, kicking things off with Phase 1, System Overview and Compliance. Let's make sure we truly understand what this asset actually is. So, what exactly is the Dynasty Addon? Think of it like a giant Swiss Army knife for your entertainment setup. It's an all-in-one Kodi asset housed right over in the TheLab Repository. Once you get installed, it basically injects this massive variety of media categories directly into your interface. We're talking movies, TV shows, documentaries, stand-up comedy, and even IP World radio stations. It's a huge package really designed to consolidate all those scattered entertainment streams into one central location. And this brilliantly illustrates the 2 totally distinct ways Dynasty actually delivers its content. Notice the comparison here. On one side, you have the high-demand movie and TV show sections. Now, these require a premium Real to Breed account to pull those high-quality links. But on the flip side, the IPTV section operates entirely independently of that. It is completely free, no Real to Breed required. So it's absolutely crucial to figure out which pipeline you actually intend to use before jumping in. If you are focusing on that free pipeline, just look at the sheer volume of IPTV sources bundled right within the add-on. It successfully bypasses the Real to Bread requirement by integrating all these popular, freely accessible streams. You get access to networks like Roku, Plex, Samsung TV, Stir, Tubi, PBS Kids, and FlexUse TV. Honestly, this is fantastic for users who just want to expand their live and on-demand viewing without having to juggle a bunch of third-party premium subscriptions. Now, before we get to the actual installation, we absolutely need to review the compliance guidelines provided by the source material. Wireless Hack makes it very clear that there's no official affiliation here with Kodi or any of its official add-ons or repositories. Furthermore, this explainer and the source material absolutely do not condone copyright infringement. A really good rule of thumb: just use these tools to access content you personally own or content that's currently sitting in the public domain. Okay, moving right along to Section 2, Prerequisites and Repository Data. Let's look at the technical specs you need to clear before initiating the sequence. Take a close look at this setup blueprint. We're installing the Dynasty Addon from the TheLab Repository, and the primary secure URL you're going to need ends in th3l48/repo/. Don't worry, we'll be typing that out shortly, but I really want you to focus on that bottom row. I need to firmly highlight the Kodi version compatibility here. The source specifies that this add-on is explicitly engineered for Kodi version 21 Omega. Literally, do not attempt this pipeline if your core system is out of date or you're going to run into issues. All right, here we go. Phase 1 of the 19-step standard operating procedure, source configuration. Let's initiate this pipeline. We're going to start by prepping the source pipeline right within Kodi's backend. First, from your main dashboard, look up to the top left and click the System Settings icon. You know, the one that looks like a little gear. From that menu, go ahead and click on File Manager. Next, look to the left side of your screen, hit Add Source, and a dialog box will pop up. Finally, click directly on the word None. This brings up the keyboard so we can tell the system exactly where to hunt for our new repository. Now for the most important typing of the whole process. Enter the repository URL exactly as it appears here: https://www.midian.appboxes.co/wolfieb/3l48/repo/ and hit Enter. Next, drop down to the naming box right below it. Let's name the source TheLab so it's super easy to identify later, and click OK. Take a quick second here to double-check your spelling, the capitalization, and all those slashes. If everything looks solid, click OK to lock in that source configuration. Let's move to Phase 2 and see how this builds. Section 4, Repository Installation. Time to secure the Asset Hub. Now, you're going to want to back all the way out to your main Kodi menu and click on Add-ons. Look back to the top left for the add-on package installer icon. It usually looks kind of like an open box, and give that a click. Select Install from Zip File. Now, a system security warning pop-up is probably going to appear. Just click Yes to bypass it. Keep in mind, for this to work, you absolutely must have already enabled unknown sources in your core Kodi settings.
Once you're past that warning, a directory box will pop open. Scroll on down and select TheLab. Yep, that's the source we just named a minute ago. Inside, you'll see a zip file. Click repository.thelab-25.3.27 zip to kick off the actual installation. And now, just take your hands off the controls for a second, wait a few moments, keep your eyes on the top right corner of your screen, and wait until you see that visual confirmation pop up that says TheLab Repository installed.
All right, on to Phase 3, add-on deployment. This is the final tactical execution. We are officially in the home stretch. From that exact same package installer screen, click Install from Repository. Locate and click TheLab Repository. Navigate your way into the Video Add-ons folder. And boom, there it is. Click on Dynasty, and then just hit the Install button. The system is going to do its thing, download all the necessary dependencies, and drop the add-on directly into your main video interface. And just like that, setup is complete. Finally, let's wrap up with Section 6, Quality Assurance and Feedback. Time to look at some field reports gathered from active users. So the crucial point here is exactly what we warned you about back in the technical specifications phase. Check out this field report from a user named Igor Sandler. The repo seems not compatible with Kodi 20. This perfectly reinforces just how absolutely vital it is to meet those system requirements. If you try to run this pipeline on outdated infrastructure, it's just going to structurally fail. Upgrading to Kodi 21 Omega, it's completely non-negotiable for this setup to function. But beyond version compatibility, there are a few other operational hazards you should know about. For instance, user Iggy G reported that just attempting the installation caused their entire Kodi application to crash. Yikes. Additionally, a user named Richard filed a report regarding stream failures. He noted that the add-on wasn't playing nice with his RealDbreed integration, basically resulting in 0 available streams. We impartially share these reports so you are fully 100% informed of the potential deployment risks and stability quirks you might encounter out in the wild.